Let's go. There you go, boys. Look at you two. All right, my boys. Yeah, I gotta put that back on the mower. Oh, here we are. We are June 2nd. It's Sunday afternoon, about a little after 3 o'clock. 85 degrees out. Toasty. And, oh, good stretch, Teddy. So we're taking a look at things. Everything's green. I'm beginning to wonder if these irises are ever going to come back. Down in Keene, lots of people have irises popping out everywhere. Before I forget, this garden area is going. A beautiful hosta. We got some more vinca vine. The nasturtium that Dee planted is doing good. A little bit more vinca vine. We also have the pots out by the door over here. So everything is looking good. Stargazer lilies are getting taller. You can see there. And now all the purple dragons coming up. And we're just a couple of flowers here and there for this purple dragon. But bugleweed is a little subdued here in the blocked afternoon sunlight. But looking good. Very pretty. I don't want to tell everybody what you're eating, Teddy. Hosta getting really big. Misha has actually been using that as a tent. He's been hanging out under there. And it's working pretty good. He caught us a mouse yesterday morning. Hydrangea really leafing out. I'm not seeing any signs yet of buds, but we'll get there. Every once in a while now, we're starting to get to clover season, so little bits here and there, some clover. That's why I left this a little bit here on the lawn. By the way, finally got the lawn trimmed up like it should be. So here's another little bit of clover. Lots of white clover too. The white tends to stay lower in our lawn. Okay, moving along. So we got this rose here. We have the dahlia we transplanted here, and it's doing good. We had that over by the house, but Misha was laying on it. Sweet William, the fuzzers, a little longer than last week. I am going to swing around here because the milkweed, actually all three areas did come back. So I'll show that. So we got this one here, and this one, and then back next to it here. So all three came back, which really inspires me to go ahead and transplant some more. And we were walking the boys today, and there's like 30 something milkweed plants down there. So I'm going to take a few clumps, and I got some areas around the yard I'm going to do. This is Misha's catnip. Goat area nice and trimmed. This is one area I'm going to do some milkweed in under the arbor. Hydrangea vine, looking luscious and wonderful. Just checking the flowers today. Still nothing new on that little flower bit there. It's not going to come across great, but I did want to mention this week the dogwood back there started flowering. So it's a little subtle because it's got the shade hitting it. So some of these new growths up front I'm going to trim and bring up the driveway. There he is. Hi, buddy. All right, where do you want to go next? So we're keeping some of the areas in the grass again, or in the main lawn, wild for the pollinators. All different things going. Not this hay grass. That's got to come down. But all throughout here are daisies, which I was hoping we are going to do. This is a big cluster of, it's going to be the taller, the purple clover. Got a little bits here and there. Still got to clean these out, I know. Leaves now on the peach. And already from last week, the lilac, no flowers left. But we have a lot of new saplings down there. Some more of that's going to go up the driveway too. Clifford the big red dog behind this viburnum. At some point, if I had an excavator, I would just scoop this whole thing out. But I'm going to try to move this, because you see it's leaning way over here and it just wants more sun. So much of the day is shaded underneath that cherry as the sun's climbing around. I've asked Dee about this. This is not bee balm or anything, it's just something else growing in here. So we're still waiting on the bee balm. The anticipation is like crazy over here because the ants are still working away on the peony. So we're waiting for those to break free and open. We have the Mexican, or the tiger lily rather, over there, and seeing a lot of spots in the leaves from those. All these other daylilies and stuff getting big, 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 but nothing's happening yet. Little doodle butt. All right, moving along. A lot of new growth on the Pachysandra though. All this green. You see the color difference as I pan over here? That's all new growth. This bed is so healthy. I still have to trim all this, clear it down. The poppies we did a couple of years ago, nothing in here, but we do have, I believe there is going to be Black-Eyed Susan mixed in. Daisies underneath this. Beach plum. I haven't gotten a chance to trim those branches. Still working on other things. Starting to clean up the lower beds. At least it's looking better now the grass is cleared. Oh, it's hot. 85. The humidity is not bad from my weather meter. But it feels hot. And the allergies have been obnoxious. What do you say, buddy? Let's take a quick look over here and then we'll go up to the garden, okay? Alright, so starting a little bit of pods here and there. But again, mostly just hosta really getting big. No signs of blossoms yet on the rose just behind Sebastian's head. Same thing with this peony is out front. The ants are working on it, but nothing yet. Foamy bell's nice and big and tall, spreading out. The clematis, I'm surprised, still we're finally getting buds for flowers, but nothing's open yet. Little by little, Dee's been working on some of the other accent areas. We do have this coleus, which this guy here that's flowering, this was in the house all winter. This is new, but this was in the house all winter. Yeah. And this other one here is new too, but just this guy here, big and tall. So this is what we're calling Misha's garden. He's got some hosta and some Solomon seal that's so much bigger than last year. In the back, those, it looks like bugleweed flowers, but I don't think that's it. Not much left of these May pinks here. They're red ones. Little tiny bits. Still some purple. A little more nasturtium deplanted and from seed. That's finally starting to grow. Moving up. Oh, I didn't show you. It's flickering there. So I got a new wind chime bell. It's a little fuchsia bell. Just a little tiny bell up there. And it's got the little paper clapper on it. Really picks the wind up. But these May pinks are doing good. So it seems like they like a little bit more shade. Elephant ear hosta. A little bit of hosta in the back there. This elephant ear hosta. Take a look down the path this way. Take all that in. Really like this fountain. It gives off a peaceful energy. Just really chill dripping. I probably gotta clear this moose maple to the left. Sebastian, want to go check out the garden? Yeah, garden? Let's go. Garden. There he goes. All right. So yeah, this is where a lot of the work's been getting done here. So let's see what's going on. All right, first thing is what was growing here was not dill. We were hoping that was all seeded from dill. It wasn't. It was probably from this flower weed here. So deep planted proper dill. A little bit of marigold. Got some garlic over there too. Let's see the frog garden. There's a little frog garden with Sweet William behind it. We have this rose. Lots of new growth all around and still going. Still new growth starting here and there. Next year is going to be really hopeful. Looks like we got a little bit of potato growing in here. We're not sure what that is. We're waiting to see. Left off clover. I still have to clean up in here. I just finished up because all the beds are done. So we got that one. We got this one. We got this one. And we got that one. So all beds are done. Made all the soil, mixed it up, put it in. Everything that Dee had going from, she got some seedlings and she had other things going from seed. And it's all good. So we still have more to plant. We are going to have to do some containers. We have the weed block down here because I had to get down to the soil level with a lot of the grass and stuff growing. But garlic, we got all that weeded out basically. So that's all just garlic now. I'll do in another video what we planted where. You can kind of see we have a lot of marigolds mixed in every bed to keep the pests away. But this is the bed that we put the asparagus in. So on this left side of the video, that's where the asparagus will eventually show up at some point. Everything else, we kind of, over here is probably going to be the broccoli, cauliflower, because it likes the cool, getting the break in the afternoon sun. We will probably still have to shade the other beds. We can get accessories to put some sunshade on there because the lettuce is very sensitive to that. It started to bolt really quick last year. And the willow is doing good. I staked her loosely, just a little bit on here and back there. I didn't even bother with this one because she was leaning to the left. So a little bit top heavy. I have to look up the best way to prune. Hey baby, you want to take a picture? Yeah, you want to take a picture? That's one. You give me some more though. What else we got? Sebastian. Here. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Stay. Good boy. What a happy puppy. You're a good boy. Oh, you thirsty? Here. Oh, we got some water too. Okay. Here. Good boy. Oh, it is hot. When the sun hits, it hits. So in the front row here, in my shadow, can't see the sun behind the phone glare. These are Calypso beans. These are, I think they're a bush bean, but they might be vine. So if they need to, they can climb on this. But we're trying to get a big yield out of beans so we have something to actually eat. And so just save some seeds for next year. So lots of sunflowers. That corner, up over there. Some more over here. And some over here. Wow. Still more to plant. We have watermelon we're going to plant, and that's mostly to give the dogs some treats. We're doing shaved ice for the dogs and just some dinner good stuff. So we're going to do some watermelons, but probably along the fence line here. Also, we have the fence out by the goat area and the dog area. So we're going to do container gardens for the watermelon and let it climb along the fence. We still have to do the pumpkin, and we have Hubbard squash, and we got to figure out which is going to go where because both of them are going to want to spread. What else? I'll clean up here. My Ryobi enthusiasts, my latest Ryobi bug zapper. So it takes a little battery up in here, the little stem battery, and you can set it on a timer. It's got a little lantern. So I'm keeping that up here for when I need to get it out of the sun and take a break in the shade. I gotta clean all this up. I'm probably gonna take the Ryobi leaf vac and suck up all the leaves, make a mulch for the container gardens, and put a pallet in here so I can stack up what's left over, like the peat moss there, the mushroom compost, whatever. And slowly but surely I'm gonna organize this, move stuff around, but we want to park some carts in here, but also have some storage. So little by little. This is another spot back here. Stays mostly shady during the day, so throughout here I'm going to do at least 2 clumps of milkweed. Maybe over here too. With 30 of them down there, what happens is that's a fire access trail. So at one point in the summer, the road agent comes and with a brush hog and clears the whole trail. So all that milkweed just gets mowed down. So I want to save it and bring it up here, encourage the butterflies and stuff to come up into the garden, and just save it and keep it going. And that way, hopefully, we'll get some butterflies coming and hanging out in the garden more. Sebastian, come over here. Stop. Sit. Stay. All right, let's get a thumbnail. What a good boy. Hey. Good boy. You're a good boy. There. Good boy. Perfect child you are. Yes. You're thirsty? You need some more water in your dish? So there we go. We'll see. Next week we should at least have daisies. Maybe a little more flowers on something. But that's about it. Sebastian, want to come down? I'm going. A lot of work. But the veg garden, other than maintenance, is done. And we can move on to other projects. We have woodshed to build. I have a lot of work up the driveway. Some of that will be in like Ryobi theme videos. But I'll keep doing the weekly videos around the yard because pretty much everything changes week by week. Really picks the wind up. So yeah, and I'll try to get a nighttime video too with the lights and maybe some bats. Unfortunately, it looks like the wasps are trying to move into my bat box. I gotta look into that too. All right, Sebastian, we about done? I know it's hot. I want to get some water too. All right, well, thanks for watching, and until next week. Come on, Sebastian. Ready? Thank you. Good boy. Here it goes. Let's keep the birdies happy over here.